Alafia, this is babaifamuyiwa, and today I'm going to talk about Egungun, our ancestors. As I mentioned in the previous video, that our ancestors are very important in our IFA tradition, in our IFA culture. Very, very, very important. Because as I've mentioned before, our ancestors are our angels. We have a connection, definite connection. Your great-grandmama, your great-grandfather, your dad or your mom that passed away, those are your angels. You shouldn't just bury them and forget about them. Their spirit, you should keep it alive. We're taught that their spirit, especially if they were good to you and they took good care of you, you know that when you invoke their spirit and you tell them what's wrong, you know they're going to go quickly and they're going to tend to your needs. That's what we're taught in our Yoruba tradition. You know, we don't put our ancestors away on the side and bury them and forget about them. No, their spirits still live on with us. We ask them to intervene in our daily affairs and assist us. Very important. We build shrines to our ancestors. On the ancestral shrine, you will have the pictures of those who have passed. And when you put the picture in your ancestral shrine, do not put pictures with other family members that are still alive. Just that individual that has deceased. And normally, to be considered ancestors, you have to be over a certain age. You know, you cannot be consider someone passed away 6-7 years of age and be considered an ancestor. You have to be a grown up or at least an adult age. Ancestors, they handle many things for us in a very quick way that people really don't understand. But anyway, we set our shrine. We'll put the pictures. We'll put down fruits. Sometimes we'll put down their favorite meal, the favorite food that they may like. We'll put a glass of water. We'll put some OT, as we call it, gin, or any kind of alcohol beverage they may have liked. You know, we will sometimes even put a candle. It's not necessary, but sometimes we'll put a light just to give them some light. We'll put flowers. And basically, it's a focal point where you can feel the essence of that ancestor, their spirit, where you can have mystic sweet communion with that ancestor. Sometimes I've had people, even after they have set their ancestral shrine up and they propitiate whichever ancestors they're propitiating, they may even have dreams from that ancestors, assisting them on that particular subject that they wanted to get done. Seeking help with their business, whatever it is that you're trying to do, you can invoke your ancestors and ask them to help you. In Odu Ifa, Oturu Pumeji, it speaks about Oyepulu, who was having so much problems in his life. He could not find a wife, he could not find good things. Everything that he put his hand to do, there was no success. He went to Babalawo, and Babalawo divine. And the Odu that appeared was Oturu Pumeji. He was told to go to the graveyard of his ancestors and to propitiate them and ask them for power and authority over his own life. Yes, we need power and authority over our own life. Not someone should have power and authority over us. We should have power and authority over our own life. And after he propitiated his ancestors, and he did what Babalawo asked him to do, The things that eluded him started coming to him. The wife he wanted, he had. The money he was seeking, he had. Everything that he wanted, he had. So again, in Odu Ifa, which is Odu Ifa is like, you may say is the equivalent, it's like, it's our literature. I don't want to say like Babalawo Bible, but it's our literature that tells us that Ifa, that gives us all the do's and don'ts and gives us the workings of Ifa. And so in Oturu Pumiyeji, it's very important. It speaks about our ancestor and how we should keep our ancestors close to us, because our ancestors are our angels and they can assist us in all our daily affairs. People asked me one time in putting fruits to the ancestral shrine. It is good to put even numbers because you're representing the paternal side and the maternal side of your ancestry. So if you're putting bananas, put 8, 4, any equal number is good because it can be easily divided on the maternal side and the paternal side. Their ancestral staff, there's something we call Ishan that can be used to propitiate your ancestors. There are various things that goes along with the ancestry. Along with that, we have something that we call the masquerade. I carry a masquerade called Obadi Meji. I'm a chief priest of Egungun, the Taise Ojeagoyo. And so the masquerade is another important part that has to do with the ancestors, because it's believed that the ancestors come under the umbrella of the masquerade. They have enormous power when you use them under the umbrella of the masquerade. And that we'll get into the masquerade in another video by itself, because we can go on and on discussing the masquerade and how it came to be. But I just wanted to, at this point out that when we're talking about ancestors, we're also talking about the masquerade, because that is that vehicle that the ancestors use to perform their wonders. And we will get into that as we go. So the masquerade that I have for my family that I carry is called Obadi Meji. Obadi Meji, that's 2 kings. And so that is our family masquerade. I just wanted to give you a quick overview on the ancestors, and any questions you may have, I'll be glad to address them on the next video. Thank you for listening.